Alrighty then. This is a video for my senior capstone project, also known as a senior project. Today, I will be replacing the driver's side taillight on my mother's 2017 Kia Forte. So, step one, you're gonna obviously need to acquire a new taillight. Got it right here. It actually was delivered today, so that's convenient. Step two, you're gonna wanna acquire the necessary tools and know the correct sizes for the bolts. Now, step three, remove this carpet insert from the, I guess you could call it the trunk wall. That's what I'm gonna call it. And unplug the power right here. Just push this down with your thumb and pull with your bottom finger. There you go. Pops right out easily because it's a new car. They're not rusted on like every older car that's pre-2000. Now, luckily these bolts are already, these nuts are already finger tight. So I don't need any tools. But if you were to have to require tools, I recommend a 3/8 socket wrench, or better yet, a smaller socket wrench. Actually, no, 3/8 socket wrench is better. And 10mm socket. As you can see, 10mm socket fits right on there. So, we're closing this up. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is remove all 4 bolts. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, right back there. It's a little hidden. 3 and 4. And you're gonna wanna remove these carefully because these if these bolts fall down in there, you're probably not gonna see them ever again. So, that's 1. And this will be 2. Now this one's a tricky one because it's kind of hidden back here, so you're gonna have to maneuver your fingers uncomfortably, I might add. Ah, there we go. Number 3, finally. And of course, number 4. Can't forget number 4. Number 4 is the most important, mostly because he's the last one, and, you know, your biggest obstacle for taking this light off. Alrighty, good. You now have all 4 bolts removed. Set them in a safe location so you don't lose them. Now, right back here, there is a clip. I'll show you because on the new taillight, because the new taillight is the one. See, right there, clips right in. You have to line it all up. So you're just gonna want to move it like that. Pull it out a little bit. Grab it with your hand, and voila, easy as that. Clips right there. Slides right onto that piece. Pretty good. All right, now lay this in a location where you won't trip over it. Since this is garbage now, I'd throw it in the garbage, but the garbage can is not out here. So now, onto the new one. Now the new one came with foam over the screws. Probably gonna wanna remove that. I mean, unless you have some serious power behind your hand. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get those bolts through that foam. Okay, so now be very careful if you're one-handing this like I am. Slide that part onto, there we go. Click it in. Make sure it's making a good seal so you don't get water in and behind it. There we go. Check up behind everywhere. Okay, now gonna want to move back here and double check, make sure all the little bolts are aligned. Good. Now you're gonna want to put these back on one at a time. So this is probably where you're going to want to get the socket wrench out, because you really want to tighten these down to make sure no water gets in here and behind the carpeting, because that could cause some mold and mildew. And for a person like me who has asthma, mold and mildew is not my friend. Oof, that one is in a very difficult spot. Okay, now I'm gonna extract my tools from the toolbox. .3/8 ratchet. Now, make sure you're tightening, not loosening, because you really don't want to loosen these after you worked so hard to get them on. Now we're just gonna use the extra amount of torque this wrench provides to screw this thing back in place. Now you've got this one tightened, I recommend tightening the others. That way it doesn't move in any awkward locations and bend anything that shouldn't be bent. Because bending things that shouldn't be bent is always a pain, especially when the thing that gets bent is metal and it somehow gets bent by plastic. I'm not sure how that happens, But for some reason, with my luck, it does. This one's finger tight. I can actually tighten this real quick. There we go. Now we tighten. Now the fourth one's gonna be real fun. Because if you remember last time, the fourth one was behind a nice, lovely little carpet outcropping, I could call it. Carefully. Another area I recommend using the ratchet socket wrench. Now, once you've gotten them all snug and tight, I recommend, you know, one more check to make sure they're good and tight. Now, you don't need to get them crazily, you know, torqued down. You don't need like some torque wrench or an impact wrench to get these things on here. You just need to get them snug. Now, you can plug the electrics back in. They should pop right in. Now, I'm gonna ask my mother to press on the brakes. Yep. All right, brakes work. If you could put on the left blinker, please. There we go. As you can see, it works just fine. And that is how you replace a taillight on a 2017 Kia Forte. Always remember, kids, put your tools back where they go. You know, an organized mechanic is a smart mechanic. At least in my opinion, it is. And don't forget to put back the carpet insert. Want to make sure all this is nice and protected and not an eyesore just sticking out for everybody to see. And that's it.